Good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining us today to learn more about membership and NFRC. I am Jessica Finn, the membership manager. So today is going to be a very quick webinar, just an overview of membership. And if you have any questions, please go ahead and put them in the chat in the question box, and we will address them all at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to John, who's the chair of our board, and he will get us started.
Thank you for joining this webinar today to learn more about NFRC membership. I'm John Gordon and I chair the NFRC Board of Directors. I work at National Certified Testing Laboratories and have been involved with the NFRC for just about 6 years. Being a member of NFRC not only helped us from a business standpoint, but also has introduced me to other industry professionals. NFRC has nearly 300 members and we want to expand our membership to help give our industry a diverse voice, new ideas, and strong leadership. In the last year and a half, staff at NFRC have been surveying members, consumers, and other industry organizations to develop a more robust member benefits package that includes things as training and education, media opportunities, shared information, and additional benefits that staff will talk about shortly. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to talk about my experience as a member of NFRC and now as board chairman. I would like to introduce Jessica Finn, NFRC's membership manager, who will explain more of the information about membership.
Thank you, John. Thanks again, everyone, for your interest in learning about NFRC membership. My name is Jessica Finn, and I am the membership manager at NFRC. I've been with NFRC for just about 9 years, and I am excited to share some of our new member benefits that we have. Just in the past year, we've really opened up a couple new areas of benefits that we're really excited to talk about today. And as John mentioned, we have close to 300 members, and our members come from all different parts of the industry, including manufacturers and labs, inspection agencies, architects, universities, green building organizations, and other like-minded groups. So today is just going to be a brief discussion about those different benefits. And at the end, you will have the opportunity to ask questions about membership and benefits that might be specific to you or specifically benefit you. So some of the areas that we're going to cover today include getting involved and how you can use your voice and your vote to make a difference. We're going to go over our marketing and communications member benefits, our NFRC's Leader Network, the retailer program, our sustainability program, and then a little bit about our networking opportunities. So to start it off today, to go over our benefits, I would like to hand it over to Steve McDowell, and he is our residential program manager.
Thank you, Jessica. Hello, everyone. My name is Steve McDowell, and I'm the residential program manager here at NFRC. I oversee the NFRC product and Fenestration certification programs. I've been with NFRC for 2 years, but in the industry for nearly 17 years. Before joining NFRC, I worked at a window, door, and insulating glass manufacturer and at an NFRC inspection agency. So I've seen these certification programs from both the outside perspective and from behind the scenes. It's safe to say that the most valuable thing you can do is to get involved by becoming a member. NFRC is a consensus-driven organization, and we rely on the input of our members to join task groups that advance and improve our programs. Task groups are made up of members who need to craft specific changes to program and technical documents, and these changes are shared with the rest of the membership for vote and implementation. So their work is what is used to guide and operate programs. Some examples of their work include changing the recertification cycle from 4 to 5 years, changing testing procedures, and also developing new ratings such as the condensation index. But membership is the key to getting involved. In working closely with manufacturers, especially with a lot of smaller manufacturers, the recurring theme is that they want to have their contributions and voice heard, regardless of size. Becoming a member is your opportunity to contribute, have your voice heard, and shape the future operations of NFRC's programs and their requirements. Yes, to get the most of your membership, it does require participation, but NFRC has introduced new ways to get involved, including webinars, virtual meetings, and online balloting. So if you can't attend in person, you can attend virtually. I would urge all manufacturers to take advantage of membership. Not only do you have the opportunity to vote, but also the opportunity to develop a network, which helps your company see things coming and to have a say in those changes. Let me know if you have any questions about certification, how joining NFRC can help from that perspective. Now I'm going to turn it over to Michelle Blackson, NFRC's Senior Director of Communications and Marketing, to talk about our member benefits. Thank you for your time.
Hi, thanks, Stephen. I'm the newest addition to NFRC. As Stephen said, I'm the Senior Director of Marketing and Communications. I joined NFRC last year from a PR agency where I worked on clean energy and energy efficiency. My background includes directing communication efforts at nonprofits and public policy organizations in the Washington, D.C. area. And before that, I worked in the news media, and I was a newspaper reporter in a previous life. So I like to tell people I've done every job in the newsroom except deliver the newspaper. Today, however, I lead NFRC's Marcom division, and that includes membership, meetings and events, education and training, sustainability, and media and communications. And when you become a member of NFRC, you have access to a host of additional media and communication resources that help you tell your company's story. This access includes trainings and webinars. One we recently did was called Networking in a Virtual Environment, and about building your personal, professional, and your company's brand online. Additional training helps you take social networking a step further and highlight ways that you can really communicate with that virtual network out there. We also offer member company spotlights. If your company is doing something innovative or exciting, then let us know. We love to share that information. We put it in our update newsletter that goes out twice a month. We post it on our website and in our blog, and of course, promote it on social media. As a member, you also have access to media resources. NFRC has a host of resources available to members that include press release templates, sample tweets and Facebook posts. We have a host of talking points that highlight the benefits of the NFRC label and of purchasing and using energy efficient fenestration products. We have a whole host of research too that's available that can help you better shape your message for consumers. We also do shared social media posting. So we promote the fantastic work of our members on Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn. We help you spread the word. When you have news, announcements, events that you want to share, NFRC will promote our members. And additionally, we have quarterly marketing and communications network meetings. And on October 1st, we're going to have a meeting that will start the group discussion around corporate social responsibility. We want to hear from you. What are members and what are fenestration industry companies doing to help further that conversation on the value of NFRC graded and certified wood resources skylights? The marketing and communications team at NFRC is happy to help in any way that we can. So if you have other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out at any time. We look forward to working with you. And when you become a member of NFRC, you have access to our robust offerings of communications and marketing materials that support and promote the fenestration industry. So again, we look forward to working with you, and please don't hesitate to reach out. We definitely want to promote fair, accurate, and credible ratings and make sure consumers know that NFRC is there to tell them to ensure that the fenestration product they're buying performs as it says. So now I'm going to turn it back to Jessica Finn, our membership manager, to talk about some additional member benefits. Jess?
Thank you, Michelle. So the next two things that I'm going to talk about are two programs that NFRC has had for a little while, but this year we have given them an update and have refreshed member benefits that come along with them. So the first one is the NFRC Leaders Network. And a few years ago, we implemented and started this program as a way to introduce NFRC to new members and also as a way to encourage our younger members to get involved and to take on leadership roles. However, we recognize the amount of time and resources that our volunteers give to NFRC. And as Steve said, they spend their time volunteering task groups and subcommittees and committees. So we want to make sure that we're giving them the resources that they need to be successful volunteers. And through the Leaders Network that's open to all members, the sessions help to give people the skills to be leaders both in NFRC as well as to bring back to their companies or to their other volunteering opportunities. So in 2018, we did expand our focus so that it was not just focusing on our new and our younger members, but to all of our membership. So we are focusing in 3 areas where we'll have sessions in education, training, and networking. So for example, educational topics will be topics that can be applied both in and outside of NFRC. Coming up at our fall meeting, one of our sessions that's open to our members is becoming a brand ambassador. And that's looking at ways that you can develop your own brand, your company's brand, and NFRC's brand, and then how do you effectively communicate that outward. So there are sessions like those that people will be able to learn from and learn communication skills and leadership skills and apply them in and outside of NFRC. And then the training sessions, they're much more focused on internal topics to NFRC, such as trainings on how to be a group chair and how to become a leader within the organization. So not to say you can't use those skills outside of NFRC, but they are specific. For example, we've done a Robert's Rules training and strategic planning. And finally, Steve also mentioned this, the benefit of networking. So at each NFRC meeting, NFRC's Leaders Network hosts at least one networking opportunity for members. And at one of our membership meetings, we had a mixology class. So they're not just your typical happy hour networking, but they're activities where you're able to engage with members in similar situations or in leadership roles to learn more about the different opportunities. So becoming a member is a great way to get involved in the Leaders Network to connect you with other members and leaders of the organization. So there is a link here to the Leaders Network page, so definitely check that out, and we hope that you are able to join us in one of those sessions. So as Michelle said, the next program I'm going to talk about is our retailer program. And again, this program has been around for 10 years, but just at the end of July, we relaunched it. We've just wrapped up a survey that we conducted with site research on how we can educate retailers to help them talk about the importance of the energy efficiency ratings that go on certified products. So we've just relaunched this retailer program, and while we do want this information to be available to everyone, there are a few aspects of the program that are only available to members. And these include a co-branded infographic, which you'll see on the screen now, and that's something we would put your logo on, and you would be able to use that as you want. Secondly, also next to that co-branded infographic is the member window cling. This is also available to members through the retailer program. And this is just to let people know that you're NFRC members. And finally, we will offer customized training for you and your staff. So all of these things are adding value to the NFRC certification and another great way to take advantage of your membership. So finally, I want to turn it over to Jeremy Browning. He is our sustainability manager, and he's going to talk to you about that program.
Thank you, Jessica. So with NFRC's new mission and vision, we have made a commitment to promoting energy efficiency and environmental responsibility. NFRC empowers people to create better buildings through fenestration products and educating consumers in the industry about the important role that windows, doors, and skylights play in designing energy efficient and healthy buildings. I've been with NFRC for about a year and a half, and this position was brand new when I started. So I've had the opportunity to build the sustainability program from the ground up. As the program grows and evolves, we want to make sure that our offerings showcase the industry trends and bring together voices throughout the industry. Members are invited to attend and participate in all the sustainability sessions for no additional cost. And we would also like to invite members to present on topics related to sustainability at one of our meetings or virtual events. As the program continues to grow, we hope to offer more in-person networking sessions to help our member companies work together and make buildings as efficient and healthy as possible. If you have any questions about our sustainability program or how you can get involved, please do not hesitate to reach out. Next, I would like to turn it over to Tony Cinnamon, the Vice Chair of NFRC's Board of Directors. He's going to talk a little bit about networking with other industry professionals, which is a huge part of why people decided to become members of NFRC. Tony's going to talk firsthand about his experience getting involved and the benefits.
Thank you for joining us today. Just to wrap up the webinar, I want to share a little bit about my experience as an NFRC member and what I've taken away from the networking opportunities. My name is Tony Cinnamon. I'm the Vice Chair of the Board of Directors and an architect with the firm of Janney, Elstner Associates, Inc. I tell young professionals who are getting involved with NFRC not to be afraid to talk to people in the organization, which was my issue for the first few years I was involved. It's so much better when you talk to people and ask questions. You'd be surprised how many people are willing to share their knowledge. That's one of the great benefits of an organization like NFRC. There are so many knowledgeable people who likely have the information you're looking for. I encourage you to network and get to know your colleagues in the industry, because you never know when your paths will cross and who you might end up meeting. Thanks again for joining the webinar, and log on to www.nfrc.org for more information on the many benefits of becoming a member.
Thank you, Tony. Just before I do let everybody go today, I just want to go over quickly the membership fees. So membership is an annual amount, and it is billed every January. So it is sometimes it can be prorated, so depending on when you do join. However, if you're a small business or a general interest member right now, if you did join, that $560 covers you for the rest of this year and 2021. But as you can see on the screen, it's broken down into a couple different categories. We have our general interest members, our fenestration industry organizations and consultants, fenestration industry, which include manufacturers, glass manufacturers, inspection agencies, and contractors and installers. And I do want to call one thing specifically out, our small business manufacturers and suppliers, that is at a reduced rate of $560. And then finally, laboratories. And we will be sending out a copy of this presentation, and that'll have a link to a calculator that you can put in your what size business you are. It'll show you exactly what your investment in membership would be. So before we wrap up today, I just want to make sure there are no questions. Looks like there's one question, and I thought that we already were members. What's the difference between membership and certification? That's a really good question, and it's a very common question. So the difference is the certification is what you probably are already involved in, and that's getting your product certified through the product certification program. And then membership is a separate and optional program that over 250 manufacturers choose to be involved in. Like we said earlier, we have around 300 members. So, and members get access to all the benefits that we just discussed, plus more benefits that we didn't go over today, but we just highlighted some of our new and our primary benefits. So that's the main difference. And you also get a discount on your certification fees through membership. So that is the main difference between certification and membership. And I'll send this presentation out to everyone, as well as some follow-up information, including the link to all of the benefits and also the price calculator where you can see what membership would cost you. If there's not any more questions, we'll go ahead and wrap up. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us today.